And the transition is looking good, and that's some good defense from Umbosh.
That man touch, taking it right back. Travel called there. Spartans with the possession.
Yeah, I think the one thing that Young Legends is going to have to do is make sure they share the ball, but that they are active on defense. They're not active on defense, as Franz just showed. You give me 2 seconds, I am taking it straight to the hole and I'm finished. And here's a man who's in his 50s who will still go up and jam that ball straight into the bucket.
And a beautiful entry pass there by Duka to Nyaks, finishing there on the lay. To your point, Coach, you see so many great faces and names of the game in this tournament, and it's so beautiful to see gentlemen over the age of 50 even still playing the 45 division.
45 plus. You know, what I liked there, I don't know whether you saw it, OJ, Mboshi tripped over a couple of the guys, and the Young Legends guys were the first ones to pick him up.
Because you have to respect and love your peer.
Spirit of the game.
We are in the fight, but through it all, there's still a brotherhood that we have to show.
Because that's what basketball is all about.
Love is love.
There we go. Toka at the line. Didn't shoot that well yesterday. Let's see whether he's got his shooting gloves on today.
He will definitely be one of the keys to the game. Kebby was called on the foul, and there is timeout on the floor, and foul, and there is timeout on the floor, and with 5 minutes to go in the first quarter, it is 5 to Young Legends, 7 to
5 to Spartans.
Pardon me.
Oh.
Yes, I think it might be the other way around.
Yeah.
We'll just get confirmation of the scores, but it is 5 to 7 as we know it.
100%.
We will confirm our leaders. And with that, we have to take a moment to shout out some of our sponsors for this tournament, the partners that have made this possible and that have kept things flowing throughout the weekend for us. Shout outs to the hydration partner, Akwele.
And to Fahrenheit and
Akwele.
And to Fahrenheit and the food guys who dressed all our officials.
Also Spalding for being partnering with us for the game balls as well as the MVP prize.
And let's not forget that we had 7 different African countries here, 58 teams with a total of over 650 players.
What an incredible moment in time, what an incredible celebration of the game as we see all the countries and participating teams coming in and traveling for this prestigious tournament.
And what I like is that Mozambique continues to be a big supporter of SAMBA in South Africa. All we need to do is make sure that we do the same and we go and support Timber when it happens in Mozambique.
True indeed, true indeed. As we see back on the floor, the action continues. There's Alex driving. Charge called on Alex. Duka taking the charge. The Iron Man, as we had just mentioned, that he will give you some of those good moments on the defensive end.
And that's the thing that he does. He isn't scared to take the hits on the defensive end, and he's also not scared to put his body on the line to go for those offensive rebounds.
True indeed, one of our seasoned veterans. And again, you will see a number of those on the floor as Nyaks takes to the drive. Nyaks finishes, and with that, it's 9 to Young Legends and 5 to Spartans.
Once you've got Nyaks inside in the low block or anywhere around the rim, you're going to struggle. You're going to struggle to stop him. Gabby bringing it up.
KB bringing it up for the Legends.
Oh, they can't do that. Leave Nyaks open on the three-pointer. He's going to bury it.
Finding the stroke, he's finding the moment.
All he needs is half a second.
He's engaged.
All he needs is half a second. I like this man zone that the Legends are playing.
Another foul called on Kebby. Mboshi will be going to the line to shoot 2. Some substitutions on the floor for the Spartans. That is the second foul on Kebi.
That's 2 fouls on Kebi. Bruce coming in to replace Alex, who was a starter for this game. Bosch uncharacteristically misses both. And then Nyaks and the young legends do not box out. So there's an offensive rebound after the missed free throw, putting Spartans right back on the line.
As we see Tuka taking a breather.
Big Marco!
Marco on the floor.
Some will say that was a good foul. The fact that he missed the first one. And he was right under the bucket. And he missed both. That's a good box out by Marco. That was a good foul. 0 for 2. Oh, and he took him to the hole. And he took him to the hole. He beat Bruce off of the spin. Cavi with the contest. Fouled. 2 shots. Cavi at the line.
Good drive there by KB, going to the charity stripe for 2.
You can see that Coach Remy is already identifying that Cavi's got 2 fouls, ready to sub him out as soon as he's taken the second free throw, having made the first one.
KB goes 1 for 2.
That was a big foul by Marco, just using his body.
Lands in the shoulder there.
Nothing easy in this key. France, if you're gonna try and go to the hole, best be ready to get some contact. Cavi off to the bench. Langa coming in. Jebe.
The beard gang.
Beard gang. You can hear my co-commentator knows all about it.
I must just exchange some notes with him after the game about what beard oil he'd be using.
Yep.
Good attempt there by Lunga, because that's exactly why they brought him in, for those kickouts, because we've seen him earlier in the tournament making some of those long range.
He was hitting from outside.
Most definitely. And let's see what they conjure up on that entry pass. Poke there by Demetris.
And this is the one thing that the young legends just need to get right. As soon as Marco goes in, the high-low between Nyaks and him doesn't still seem to be there. They're both playing in the low block.
He is on song with that turnaround jumper. We saw how he played against the team from Mozambique, and it still looks like he's on song. Nyakalon Tuping.
I'm quite impressed that a young Potter has been on the floor for pretty much 8 minutes. When he had that injury earlier today, we weren't even sure that he was going to be able to complete that game.
True indeed, as we see another foul being called on Marco. That's his second foul.
That's 2 on him, and he's just come
in the quarter. So he would need to be careful to make sure that he's not overly aggressive on some of those.
It's another miss from France. That's completely uncharacteristic. I was commentating earlier. After his first 2 misses, I think he went 5 for 5, and he still hasn't hit 1 free throw yet. Potter straight to the hole. Oh,
good rebound there by Lunga.
Board. Nyaks trying to overshare that ball. Now Marco can't risk the third foul. So he has to let France go through. Easy 2. Nice dish to Nyaks. Did you see that little push off that put Mboshi on the floor?
They spent many
as the
years
benefit,
together.
as the benefit of a big PG. Bruce with the open three. No good. Oh, Lunga coming up with some big important possessions. Touch up against Bush. Out to, oh, not taking that shot this time. Into Nyaks.
Somebody needs to look at the clock there.
There's Marco. Still in. Touch. Outside to Potter. 4-3. No good. France throws it away.
Good sharing of the ball there, but also good use of the hands by the Spartans on the defensive end.
Marco outside for 3.
Moshi bringing it up, advancing there.
Yep.
France with the finish.
That transition basketball from Spartans is always clinical. When France is running the floor, another, yep.
Cross-court pass there. Nothing happens, stopped by Nyaks.
Potter is a shooter. He's got to keep shooting.
True indeed, as Moshi brings it up.
Oh, that's touch. Nyaks all alone. Nyaks all alone.
Lefty finish there by Nyakalo.
If I was a coach, I would have fought with him for not getting back on D. He's lucky that they got the transition bucket.
Showed
Another one from Bruce. You
hits.
can't leave somebody that open. Somebody of Bruce's caliber as a shooter. I don't think they've recognized.
Touch looking for
that foul.
the foul there as we bring the close of the first quarter. Young Legends 17 and Spartans 13.
100%.
Young Legends on the inbound for the second quarter. Setting it up at the top.
Dish out. Back to Nyaks. Over to Potter. Oh, and you see the offensive board from Tuka. Back out to touch. Other side to Nyaks for the 3. No good. Rebound directed to Mboshi. Looked for the touchdown pass. Tuka was in the way. As we said, he's happy to put his body on the line for everything.
Always good to have a Swiss knife such as Tuka on your lineup, because you know he will definitely give you some good effort.
A number of different things that he's going to give you.
Nyakalo with yet another finish on that baseline. Boshi bringing it up for Spartans. There go Bruce on the drive.
That's good movement.
Touch bringing it up.
Off to Potter in the corner. Back to Nyaks, back to Potter. Set it up. They're going to keep him shooting. Because they know once he gets hot. Oh, that's a good block from Potter.
Way to trail from Porter.
Good attempt from Tuka. Big block from France. Touch pressurizing him, Bosch. I know that's what they like to do. You don't want to give Bruce that jumper.
He's heating up.
You do not want to give Bruce that jumper.
Definitely heating up, and he's finding his stroke. You don't forget a man, because when you do forget him, he will remind you of every reason why you should never forget him.
And he will definitely punish you. That's a good clean block.
A good rebound there by Tuka as he gets blocked on the finish. Young Legends to inbound.
You know, one of the things that I know we do at the Slaughterhouse, if the shooter is not hitting, you give him the opportunity to get a couple of layups first before.
True indeed, because all he needs is one opportunity
he just needs
to see
one
it go
to
in.
fall. And as soon as that first one has fallen, he becomes a different.
He will know it's go time.
There you go.
And case in point in this game has been Bruce, because he's definitely been in there and he stroked it from a distance.
He sort of, give me anything, I am taking it. And as we know, Jamie is also a proper shooter. There it is, touchdown pass. And that's all I want. All I want is Potter getting the ball in his hands, see the ball go through the net. You'll see the difference.
That's a great leak out and great recognition as well from Nyakalo to find Potter on that break. A bit of pressure now.
As well, making sure that you don't give Bruce another one of those easy ones. And there goes Potter again on the leak. Good patience. And there.
Nyakalo trying to force that entry.
Nyaks is trying to make sure that he gets that he gets Tuka involved.
Timeout called on the floor by the Young Legends. As the Spartans have been able to close that deficit to 2, with the scores now sitting at 21 to Young Legends and 19 to the Spartans.
6:40 left in the quarter. Quarter is still long, still plenty of time. And this is where you never want your opponents to get momentum. And so that was a very strategic timeout call, just to make sure that you break their momentum, and hopefully you can talk about it, fix it, make your adjustments, and come back and rebuild that lead.
And true to the other side of the Spartans, they'll definitely be looking to see what they've been doing right and how else they can continue to building onto everything they've been doing right, so that they retain and maintain their momentum.
And keep doing it.
And once again, shout outs to everybody that has been able to make their trip to Johannesburg, South Africa, all the way from Mozambique, all the way from Botswana, all the way from Zambia, I believe. So everybody that has been able to make the trip, shout outs to them, because you have made this a very special occasion, and it's very special, and most importantly so, a very beautiful celebration of the game of basketball. As now we go back into the action, Potter to inbound for the Young Legends, and Touch to bring it up. Looking at it, Bruce there sitting on Nyaks, putting in a bit of pressure. Outlet Touch on the drive, kick out to Porter. A big attempt. That's a big bucket there after some good ball movement by the young legends and making sure that they execute it to the coach's playbook. Bruce with another attempt, nothing there. Duka with the rebound. Porter on the finish. 2 good possessions for the young legends coming out of the timeout and making sure that they re-establish their cushion with those 2 great finishes. Demetrius with a rebuttal there with a 3-pointer of his own to stop the bleeding.
We talked about Potter seeing the ball go through the hole, and immediately, having made that quick layup, first thing he does is able to hit a 3.
Those were 5 quick points. 5 quick points by Porter after that timeout. 5 quick points there by Porter after that timeout. So definitely something good was said to him on the bench, and now he's coming back and reciprocating and executing the coach's playbook. Big rebound there by France.
Yeah, France went up strong. And if you don't box out a big guy like France, he's gonna make it difficult for you on the boards.
Very true. Foul called there on number 6, Mtolisi, for the young legends. A substitution on the floor. Mboshi taking a breather with Sfiso coming in.
Young Sfiso giving Mboshi the opportunity to take a breather. We're in a Masters tournament after all.
Let me
you
tell
want
you,
to run as long as you can, not as long as they make you.
and France finding his touch there, going 2 for 2 at the free throw line. Shout outs to the crowd, everybody coming out to see and watch the game out here at Mandeville Sports Center.
Oh, that was close to a walk from Nyakalo Ntupi.
Polisi there can't finish
MXO had
after
two
finding.
clean opportunities. You can't work that hard on the boards and then miss the easy putback.
And you don't reward yourself, true indeed, because
You got to reward
through
yourself.
everything you have to reward yourself after such a great effort on the boards.
I'm just impressed that that his guys didn't scream and shout at him. We know how the young legends can get very frustrated.
True indeed,
When you
because
don't hit.
also it's still very early in the game and they pushing and looking that he finds his stroke, as we see Tuka finishing with a baby hook there in the paint.
There's nothing there. Nothing there.
Definitely nothing there, and a good finish there by France. Good steal there by Spiso and a jump ball called.
That's a quick call.
That was a very quick call.
Very quick call.
So I think the possession arrow is pointed towards the Spartans. So Spartans retain possession. Substitution called on the floor as we see Alex coming back and Bruce going back to the bench.
Quite interesting that you sub out Bruce, who has actually given you the impetus to close the gap.
Let's see what part of the strategy it is for the Spartans.
100%.
Sfiso bringing it up for the Spartans. Let's see what he can cook up for them. Cross court
Wide
for
open,
Alex.
Alex. Didn't
Demi with
fall
the
for
shots. Alex giving up a layup for a shot as the Spartans take the lead for the first time in this game.
And remember, this is pretty much their home ground. This is where they play their home court. They play here all the time. they know the read of the rims.
True indeed. So it will be interesting as we've got 3 minutes to go in the quarter So it will be interesting to see who finishes stronger of the two.
Absolutely. Another baby hook. No good.
Touch there with the
clever play from Tibo Touch.
Clever play there indeed to help the young legends retain possession, as we see an immediate sub called on the floor. Touch getting his rest and Kebi coming back in.
With the 2 fouls.
Duka there with a spin, nothing there. Kick out to Kebi.
And that should definitely be a 3-second call. That should definitely. Duka was in there, he stayed in there, and when he dished it out, he never cleared the key.
Spartans bring it up. Demi with another attempt there, nothing. France with a big rebound and finish there for the Spartans.
If you don't put a body on him, he's coming through.
Definitely finding his rhythm there, France, because we saw him earlier starting to make the free throws and now continues to get the boards and such good finishes around the rim.
And I'm not sure whether the young legends are still trying to get Nyakalo as involved as he has been, considering that he hasn't taken. Finally,
Mkolisi gets a bucket for the legends. Demi bringing it up, shares with France. Alex is over there as well. Demi with another attempt.
How are you going to leave somebody like Demi wide open?
Surely somebody needs to be on him, because this man, as a sharpshooter, should not be that disrespected and not being guarded.
And I think that's when you start wondering whether all of the young legends are playing the same defense. Maybe some guys are playing the zone. Maybe some guys think they're playing a man zone. Maybe some guys think they're playing a man.
Definitely something that the coach
that don't make sense.
The coach definitely needs to communicate that to the team, as I also not seeing a lot of communication from them
Rhythm shot
on their end. Sfiso there with a long rebound after his attempt.
Yeah, France with the baby.
France has definitely found his rhythm, and it looks like right now the young legends defense is on all sorts and a bit all over the place. So somebody needs to say something to somebody, and they need to make sure that there is work put in on both sides of the floor.
On both sides of the floor.
Looks like there's a bit of stagnation there, and with Nyaks on the inbound, Kebi with the attempt, Kebi with the make.
When you're a shooter, shoot.
An extra pass there from Porter is very key to make sure that he gets a wide open Kebi, the look, and way to finish there from Kebi.
You spoke about the man.
True indeed. Now the seconds to go. Duka on the finish.
There you go. Right at the end. Right at the end of the court.
And with that, the young legends re-establish the lead to finish the first half, going and taking a slim lead of 2 points, and with the score sitting at 35 to young legends and 33 to the Spartans.
You know, one's got to say this has been a really great couple of days of basketball. Shout out to William Price, tournament director. Shout out to the entire SAMBA committee. We've got an assistant director in Rahula Akbar. I think the guys have really tried to give us a really good show. So yeah, congratulations to everyone who participated. Congratulations to all the winners. And let's see what happens in the second half.
We shall see you guys in a few moments as we all take a quick breather and a quick sip of water, and in this 2-minute recess.
Water?
Water, I said.
All right. I heard you.
And as we proceed to give you what you need, we come back with the second half of the way. And the young legends there on their possession, nothing with that empty trip. Alex bringing it up for the Spartans. Cross court, finding Sfiso on the wide open corner. Sfiso with the big three!
Big three.
To make and take the lead for the Spartans once again.
What you can't forget is that everybody here is a master. They know how to shoot. They have taken these shots countless times in their career. And if you leave them wide open, chances are they're going to hit. Dangerous entry pass. Potter with the reply.
A quick rebuttal there by Potter to re-establish the lead for the Legends.
Looks like the Legends are now in a man. It's going to be interesting.
Demetrius with another three.
Adds 3 by 3 by 3.
It's about to be a dance. Everybody's steadily finding their stroke. Everybody's steadily finding their rhythm. Let's go.
There's Gabby. Back to Potter on the drive. And the nice, easy layup. Nice,
Way to go.
easy layup.
Nice drive there by Potter to finish. Not looking to force anything out of the question with another three, but finding a way to drive in all the way.
Making sure that when they commit to the three,
A big rebound there by Cabby.
he got up like he was on stilts.
He got up like he was 21 years old.
Yep, that's an offensive.
That's a definite
That's
offensive,
definitely offensive.
offensive screen there. And of course, I don't know, Coach K, if you want to shout out to our brother Cabby for his recent nuptials.
Man,
But there's been so many beautiful moments within basketball these past few weeks.
that's my boy there. Over the last 2 weeks, he's done his thing. He's made sure that he makes an honest man out of himself and an honest woman out of his wife, Masesi. Big congratulations. Everybody's happy. The nuptials were on fire. And I think he's delivering now
And
to
also,
show that everything is everything.
and on that same note, let us congratulate our guy, C Note, because he also had a good moment of celebrating his own nuptials. As we see Potter taking it back to the Spartans with that quick rebuttal once again, where he finds himself on a good drive and a great layup finish. Demi there with the attempt, nothing. A rebound there by the young legends. Nyakalo bringing it up.
And I think to what you started with, OJ, that this is definitely one of those classic clashes. It doesn't get any closer than this.
True
In
indeed.
the third quarter, Potter looking for the foul. Yep, there's Nyakalo. Oh, nice board. Oh, nice fight. Nice fight from Toka. Just couldn't get a handle on it.
Could not secure and control there. But you're seeing some good movement there by both teams, especially from the young legends end. Sfiso goes out to the floor. Demi bringing it up, setting it up.
Nothing better than a tight, very contested game being played in a good spirit. Nice finish
Tuka
from
there with the
Tuka.
soft finish after taking the bumps there.
And the turnover on the inbound.
Turnover on the inbound there. Looks like the intensity, the legends are steadily putting on the intensity, and you can definitely see that now we are going and headed towards the final stretch. Porter setting it up. Cross court to Cabby, but
Can't
France
do that.
reads it very well.
You can, with the second left, it's got to be a catch and shoot.
Timeout called on the floor. Coach Remy wants to have a quick conversation there with his troops. Slim lead still on the floor. Young Legends leading by 2. Both coaches making strategy there with their team, as we can see the intensity on the Spartans' faces, and as well on the other end, the Young Legends. Coach Remy definitely making sure that he's setting up his troops. Surely he's making them aware that there's a second left on the clock.
100%. One of the best things about a game like this is that, as we keep saying, it's never over
until it's over.
Till it's over.
Yes, sir.
A lead means nothing here. Both teams can go on runs. Both teams can score in bursts, and both teams can play proper D. So it doesn't matter whether you're up by 9, whether you're up by 10, unless you're up by 9 in the last 2 minutes of the final quarter, the game is anybody's for the take.
True indeed, true indeed. Now let's see what Coach Remy may have drawn up, and let us also see what the Spartans are setting up to make the stop.
There we go. Definitely got to be a catch and shoot. If you had the athleticism that they used to have, it would be a lob straight to the...
And right there, that's definitely what you want to see, that there's definitely an assist, because the first looked like it was projected to go backboard on that back cut to Tuka, but good cutting from KB to come top of the key to receive.
And he was able to get a clean shot out.
Nice drive there by Alex on the finish.
And that is the challenge with a very tight man. If you're going to play man, you need to make sure that you're playing a help defense as well. You can't just stay only to your man. Nyaks with that jumper. He's been lethal with that jumper for the last couple of days.
France there was caught wrong-footed, and Nyaks definitely punished him.
And he had Nyaks on his back.
Took him to task. Looks like Alex is also heating up now.
Chairman of SAMBA coming out firing.
The chairman definitely making sure that he's going all the way and leaving a fight and his mark on this game. Definitely backcourt. Definitely a backcourt violation there. Good pressure there by the Legends to make sure that they keep everything in check.
Boshi back on the court. You know, this is when they want some control in their offensive structure.
KB on the drive, kick out to Porter.
That was a bit of a delayed look by Nyaks.
Alex with another attempt for the heat check.
He was feeling it. And on the help,
Tuka there gets hit on the attempted rebound.
And as I said, he'll put his body on the line.
The refs definitely missed that hit as he's coming up. Cross court by touch.
There it is.
A very beautiful ball movement there.
Easy basketball.
By the Legends.
Easy
and a great finish there. All it takes is patience.
That's just
and
experience.
Let the ball move.
Let the ball do the work. France going to the hole. Happy to go at it with Potter. He sees a mismatch. Touch gonna go all the way to the hole. That's a good strip. That's a good strip from Demi.
Yeah, definitely a good strip there with Touch trying to go between the men, and they had him on check.
And when Touch stops playing, and starts talking to the refs, that's no good for the Legends.
Another bucket there.
Another big three from the chairman. Alex Christians doing his thing, trying to establish his mark on this final.
Let's see if the Young Legends can be able to rebuttal and come back.
Oh, nice.
A beautiful
Nice interception by
backtracking
Kevin.
there. True
He
indeed.
saw it coming. Nice finish
Duka
from
there with the
Duka.
finish.
And all he does, goes straight to the hole, makes it easy, uses the rim from protection. Easy bucket
And I mean, it starts with that beautiful stop in transition by Kevi.
by Kevin.
And to reset that offensive run for the Legends as France once again hit it from a mid-range.
That's what I'm saying. These masters, they can shoot, they can run. Don't think these are the oldies. These guys have still got lots of basketball in those legs. That was a bad pass.
Interception there. And it's a 3-on-1.
That was a good foul.
Yet another foul
Good
on
foul.
Nyakalo.
Nothing easy on these streets.
And as you can see on that replay, a three-man weave, and it trapped and forced Nyaks to make that stop as he sends France to the charity stripe as he makes the first.
And that's only the first foul on Nyakalo. So it doesn't matter that the Spartans guys were very happy with it. That's his first foul with 1:46 left in the third. You know he's been playing some clever defense.
And France goes 2 for 2 from the charity stripe.
Oh, young
Duka
legends playing a
On
bit of
that
an
drive
overload.
there, it almost looked like he wanted to go out for the dunk.
I think
And then he remembered mid-air that he's not as young as he used to be.
I think the heart said one thing and the body said something else.
Touch there with the drive. Gets fouled.
Once he had the foul, he was sort of, I'm throwing it up there. I'm throwing it up there. I'm going to see whether I can't get something.
He definitely had a nice catch there on the spin and gets fouled, and he just had to throw it up in the air as he makes the first one. He
2
goes
for
2 for 2 from the charity stripe as we've got just over a minute to go in this third quarter, with the Spartans holding a slim 2-point lead. Alex with another heat check there.
Not this time. Good board.
Alex on the drive.
I think that's a good matchup between Alex and Tuka. Well, both got length. They've still got athleticism. That should be a good matchup. Nyak's going for the three. You know he would. Yep. Tuka's always going to do that. Get them in the air. Having gone for the offensive rebound, now he just needs to go deliver on the charity stripe.
Definitely from a good attempt there by Nyaks, in and out. Good catch by Tuka. Kept his composure and then gets fouled and is now sitting at the charity stripe for 2. Misses his first.
This is the first one.
Flatlined it. And makes the second.
1 for 2.
Boshi bringing it up for the Spartans.
Clever
Alex
play
there
from Alex.
to inbound with 18 seconds to go. Shot clock at 14
14.
seconds.
4-second difference. Out to France. Not known as a three-point shooter.
Boshi there gets the big rebound and finish over Cabby. Porter there with a big three!
Big three. Another bucket at the end of the quarter.
Another bucket, ladies and gentlemen. It definitely looks like this is going to go down
This is
all
going
the way to the wire.
way.
That was a big three there by Porter, who shot it almost at the logo.
0-0 at the beginning of the fourth. 0-0 at the beginning of the fourth.
It is
Nobody in foul trouble. Nobody in collectives. Man, we've got a game on our hands.
It is all to play for going into the last quarter. We are sitting at 56 apiece between these two storied franchises and clubs. As you can see, Porter bringing it up after that big play by Mboshi. Porter brought it up and he made the big three there to tie the scores at 56. We are definitely in for a big one because, as you can see there, Porter, with the recognition of the clock, made the drive, and then from there he just sent it high because he knew exactly what time it is. All net, Sunday, premium banking.
All I can say to you is that if we were talking about Teddy Pendergrass right now, he'd be asking you whether it's time to turn off the lights.
Because we are about to bring out some candles. Alex setting it up.
You can see the intensity immediately at the beginning of the fourth. Very different to the beginning of every single quarter till. And the foul. I think Tuka was bailed out there. I think he was bailed out. I think he was bailed out, but hey, it is what it is. You get certain calls. Some go with you, some don't. When they say ball doesn't lie, ball don't lie. If that was a legit foul, Tuka probably would have made the first one. But maybe the basketball gods will be kind and he'll make the second one. Let's see. Tuka at the line. 1 for 2. And the Legends with a little bit of a press. Nyakalo decided he wants to take Alex, has switched it up, and the offensive foul on that screen. Just like we saw in the first quarter, as soon as you move into the man, you're going to get called.
You're definitely going to get called because you've got guys that are experienced enough to bait the refs onto making that call as well.
Bad pass, and the ref is seeing. If you want to hook his hand, then even if he's grabbing you, the ref ain't calling it either way. He's letting it go. And I think that's a good call.
I'm actually also very impressed to see the refs communicating to the players.
And they're telling them exactly what's going on.
Letting them know exactly what's going on. Because the last thing you want is a ref that makes a call and then ignores any sort of questioning that a player might have on him.
Good layup. Nice steal. Almost steal from France. He read it. He saw the danger. Got in the passing lane. Unfortunately, couldn't keep control.
You definitely have to commend France for his court awareness because he's had a few of those interceptions, and it shows you that in transition he's one of the guys that are always aware in terms of who is on the offensive end that he must stop and pretty much gauge where the ball might be going.
And with his speed and athleticism, he's always confident he can get to where he wants to be.
Definitely.
Bad pass from Nyaks.
Definitely, and the refs giving them some reprieve there because that call could have been anything anyway. Yeah. Another bad pass. So I think now those are signs of fatigue, if anything.
Yep. And the foul. And again, that's a good foul because you know that Tuka hasn't been hitting 100% from the free throw line. So if he hasn't been hitting 100% from the free throw line, do not give him the easy bucket. Let him go in and one. at most 2 from the charity
And
stripe.
you have to definitely make him earn those points, because if anything, he will punish you if you don't put a body on him.
If you don't put a body on him, you'd rather take that foul.
The first
keep
one is
it
all
going.
clean. All clean. You like to see that if you have the young legends.
This is definitely befitting of the final
True
at
indeed.
the Masters. Definitely befitting of the final.
True indeed.
Yeah, and Touch knows exactly what he did. Huh? He
No,
shouldn't have stepped over the line.
I
If he
think
had just done that,
The line was called on Tuka,
yeah.
because he moved as soon as he shot that ball. So the ref
To
just called to say, nope, I need you to first see the ball touch the rim before you move.
before you go. That's good defense from Touch. Yep. Oh, I would have sworn that Tuka got the latch touch there.
I almost saw the same thing, Coach K. So it looks like the ref was closer and he saw something different.
See, there are some plays that I'm not supportive of. I'm sort of, when you have just been let off the hook, like they were there, and the fact that they didn't call a call there.
Tuka there cannot finish
Yep.
on that 3-on-2. Now it's a 3-on-2 on the other side.
On the other side.
And Nyakalo knows that he cannot foul Mboshi at this point, so he lets him go.
And yet Nyakalo's only got 1 foul. Or has he got 2 now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Understood.
Nyakalo can't finish on the close range.
You know, if you don't go and foul to make sure that you get Tuka back on defense, now Alex got a wide open 3. Just lucky that he missed it. You know, I think it's a thing that basketball players of all ages do. When you're injured and the ref hasn't called, by you getting up slowly and walking back onto defense, the ref is not going to suddenly say, oh, my bad, let me give you the call. If they haven't given you the call, get back on D.
Just keep it going, because again, basketball is a game of possessions.
It's a game of possession.
Whatever
it's a game
happens
of
now,
runs.
24 seconds later, you are surely going to have that ball back.
And everybody doesn't get all the calls all the time.
True indeed. True indeed. And once again, with just under 7 minutes to go, we are sitting at 58 to Young Legends and 60 to the Spartans.
Shout out again to Aquele as our hydration partner, and to Fahrenheit and the food guys for dressing our officials. We know that without Spalding, we wouldn't have the MVP prizes, let alone the official game balls. So thanks to all our sponsors, thanks to the technical teams, thanks to the LOC, thanks to the head of officials, thanks to all the officials, but most importantly, thanks to all the players and participants who came out here for this wonderful Samba tournament.
I definitely also, Coach K, want to take a moment to actually single out that man Kuda. That man continues to be a seasoned veteran when it comes to directing and making sure that they've got a good caliber of officials for any basketball event. And I just want to actually take a moment to single him out for a job well done through these last few days.
And he's known around the region. For a guy to be roughly having participated and directed pretty much 40 tournaments as technical director, you know there's something that he's doing right.
Very true. Nice entry pass there by Demi to France, who gets fouled on the baseline and is being sent right back to the charity stripe.
Back to the charity stripe. Oh, no.
They called it on the floor.
Before the shot.
They called it on the floor. So it will be inbounded by Moshi, setting it up there.
And another offensive those screens, the officials seem to be looking for them because they know that the veterans like to try and get away with a couple of little nudges, love taps.
Yep, the love taps.
Tied game, 60-60. 5:55 in the fourth. That jumper has been working for Nyakalo and Tupi. Some of them call him the GOAT.
And I think at this point, he has become unconscious in terms of every time he gets that ball, his first look is straight to the rim.
Yep. And he knows that up there, I can see it. I can see it pretty much above pretty much everyone who's guarding me.
That was the third foul there on Marco. Sfiso on the drive, nothing. The Legends could not secure the rebound. Ball bounced right back to Sfiso.
Oh, so that's a foul called on Nyak. That's his third?
That looks like it is.
Oh, his second.
They're calling second. All right.
That's why that time I was sort of, but maybe he saved himself. He gave himself the confidence to be able to take this foul now.
True indeed. As now the teams are exchanging blows and we are sitting at 62 apiece. Kebi there with
the foul.
With the
backdoor
dive, and Nyakalo finding him there on the baseline.
Demi with the three, no good.
But another rebound there.
And that's all you need to do in terms of the big box out.
Touch bringing it up. Mboshi
there's Nyaks.
There's
Nyaks.
There's Mboshi tries for the steal. Nyakalo punishes him there quickly with the long range bow.
They say offense always starts with defense. Once they got the stop on the one side,
Another one. Another attempt. Nothing there. Sfiso with the leak out and with the finish.
And that's one of the things that you've got to estimate the value of the three in transition when your teammates aren't ready for the rebound. And there's a foul. Clever foul from Mbush. Slow it down. Change the momentum.
Timeout called on the floor by the Spartans. And at this point, ladies and gentlemen, just over 3.5 minutes to go, you've got the Young Legends holding a slim lead of 3 points with the score sitting at 67-64. Both teams definitely locked in there, and with the Spartans drawing it up and conjuring it up, what's next to come? And of course, the Young Legends themselves will be sitting and making sure that they draw it up and making sure they stay locked in to the task. This game, ladies and gentlemen, is going down all the way to the wire, and that is exactly what you want in any final of any tournament. Anyone that reaches the final, there is no way you want a blowout in a final game. It needs to be a dance that goes all the way to the death, and we love it that way. Kebi preparing to go for 2 at the stripe.
What I am loving even more about this game is it is might versus might. You're not having a situation where one team has got young runners who are athletic. You don't have another team that has got different levels of professionals. These guys play each other in all the leagues that they play, in all the tournaments they play in. They know each other like the back of their hands. And therefore, what we're seeing here is real Titan versus Titan.
Absolutely, absolutely correct, Coach K, because again, it tells you just the caliber of teams we've got in the Masters basketball, because you see these guys in different leagues. You see them at different leagues, whether it's ICSL, whether it's JBL. You've seen the level of basketball that they bring every time they meet on the floor. As Kebi gets fouled after shooting the three, and he will be going back to the charity stripe for three.
And you saw Franz look at him, sort of, I just gave him a love tap. So at this time of the game, it's a foul.
And once again, Coach K, you see the foul. As much as it's crunch time, you are still seeing guys smile at each other, exchanging pleasantries.
They know each other.
It tells you the level of brotherhood you've got on this floor.
After this, we all go and have a drink together. No, it will not be water. And after that, everything is gravy.
I will tell you right now, Coach K, when the final whistle goes, nobody's thinking about water. KB goes 2 for 3 from the charity stripe.
After having gone 1 for 2 in the previous one.
Another block there.
And once again, you know, I have no issues with this. Let the man earn it at the charity stripe.
Let the man earn it indeed.
Let him earn it.
Of course, Mboshi.
And there you go.
One of the more premier gentlemen of the game.
Accomplished veterans of the game.
Absolute, an absolute marvel to watch to this day.
When Mboshi is running your game at the one, you're in good hands. That was a bad pass.
That was
a bad pass.
Porter definitely put too much mustard on that
and
pass.
And what that ends up being is just called a turnover. That's all. He's lucky that Demi wasn't able to convert. And
Touch bringing it up.
And as you can see, what the Masters do now is they make sure that they are playing slowly. They are making sure that they use the entire clock.
That's definitely a good understanding of being chased.
Of being way
and making sure that
if you're in the lead, don't make. And there's Demi with a 3. Oh, in and out.
On any given day, you can definitely trust that Demi will make that shot.
And the basketball sheriff is in the building.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, you do again have to take a moment to appreciate the visuals. And we shall always give love to the #1 culprit who bring us all the good visuals of the game of basketball. And that is the basketball sheriff.
Basketball sheriff, #1 basketball broadcaster in the region, on the continent, in the diaspora, in the building.
In the building. And we have to definitely shout out the crew, man. All the work that they've done seamlessly throughout the day, making sure that the visuals are all present, making sure that everything is brought to you, to all you and yours, wherever you are in the comfort of your home.
And what you can't do is allow, and there's a foul. Yep. Yeah, no, he got him. That's
Foul
a good
called
call.
on the floor.
Good call.
The whistle was a bit late, but definitely a good call.
Potter tried to get out of the way. Franz made sure that he milked it. And that's what you do when you're a veteran. He knows, Potter knew he's going for the 3. You do not know Franz as a 3-point shooter. Let him shoot it.
True indeed. True indeed.
Believe in your rebounders that if he doesn't hit, he's gonna get. You guys are getting the board. I think France is going 3 for 3. Oh, he missed it. And they didn't box out the shooter. So now that turns into a 4-point play.
That becomes a 4-point
because they didn't
play
box out the shooter.
because he did not box out.
One of the basics of lining up at the line, box out the shooter. He waited, the ball came right back at him. He took a step.
And again, you will see that heated exchange now coming in on the Young Legends bench, because once you start losing your composure, anything now can happen. And as we're seeing the score with just over a minute to go, Young Legends holding a slim point lead of 2 points with the scores at 71-69.
And this is what we keep saying, at this level, a 2-point lead at best is a lead. It is definitely not insurmountable, and it definitely means nothing. So you have to now make sure that when you go on offense, you have to go and convert. And once you have not converted, you have to make sure that you get the stop. And that's where the pressure comes from. That if the guys do not believe that they can get a stop, then they start, and they don't believe that they can get the bucket, then they start screaming at each other.
And you can definitely see that the timeout was definitely well timed by the Spartans, who are now looking to make sure that they come in and take this game to the finish, because we are indeed going to the wire. Nyaks on the drive, Nyaks on the finish.
And that's what you want from Nyaks. Don't settle for the jumper. Honest defense. You stay on your feet. You stay in front.
Swiss over there, 3, misses. Kebby with the big rebound. Touch brings it up for the Legends. And Marco, big block there.
Big block
there by France.
But it was good that they went for the bucket.
True indeed. 25 seconds to go in the game.
Because you know the game, foul him. You got to foul.
Marco
and out.
And Kebby and Marco and Kebby and Marco and Porter and Nyaks and Kebby.
And that is game down.
Just like that, shot clock violation called.
Shot clock violation. 2.2 left. Shot clock violation. And now you wonder the timeout that was taken earlier.
And indeed, the crowd's definitely coming alive. Because they know what time it is.
As soon as they saw that,
the claps are up, the songs are out. And once again, it's the Young Legends, ladies and gentlemen, who take it all the way with a 73-69 victory over the Spartans on what has been yet another beautiful dance between these two giants.
You know, the one thing that I can say, Juice, I'm not sure about the usage of the assets that the Spartans had. Alex came in, made a big difference. He didn't play a minute in the last 5 minutes.
Bruce,
and he had been hitting outside. He had been causing the guys to have some defensive questions. I think there's just some things that the guys don't do that if you had just done differently, things would be different. But hey, Young Legends are legends because that's what they do.
And they keep on at it and making sure it goes all the way. The dance goes all the way. the fight goes all the way to the last whistle, because that is what they do. But you would have definitely loved to see Bruce coming in for the Spartans in that last stretch.
In that last
to
stretch.
see what he can afford you as far as shots are concerned. You saw France doing his thing on the boards, finishing here and there, but you would also love to see a young man like Bruce. You would have definitely loved to see a young man like Alex coming in to drive this to the finish.
Well, that wraps up 2025 SAMBA Masters Tournament. OJ, once again, thanks to all the sponsors, all the officials, all the participants, all the players, and generally people who are listening in. What a game, what a tournament, what a last couple of days. I think, my man, we need to look forward to the next one. There's an online AGM coming up to decide where the next one is going to be. I know for sure I'm going to be there.
True indeed, Coach K. And now that I'm also old enough to finally play
Finally,
basketball,
Juice, finally.
I will also be there, making sure I'm laced up and ready for the game and the celebration thereof.
Well done. Thanks all.
Shout outs to the Basketball Sheriff once again for bringing us all the visuals of this great celebration of the game. Shout out to the crew. Shout out to everybody. Aquel, we see you. Fahrenheit, we love you. Spalding, amen. I need a date with Spalding because I'm loving the handles on these balls.
You reckon I can get a ball, man?
Yeah, man. We know some good people. Let's shout out to them. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is Sensei Juice, father to the girls, Angel and Melody, signing out for the 2025 celebration of SAMBA basketball out here in Johannesburg, South Africa.